Welcome back to SimCity Buildit. Now, this won't be just yet another episode. This will be Tokyo Towns, the episode which we go ahead and build our own Tokyo Towns, or at least begin to, because the latest update was released about a week ago. Although you had to hit 260,000 people to actually unlock the Tokyo Towns section of things. So I had to get on my grind to get about 100,000 or so people in about 7 or so days, probably even less. But finally, we've managed to get, I've added this whole section to my city. It's quite a bit. I did go around and move, obviously, my Sydney Opera House. Unfortunately, it's not going to be able to be next to the water because that's not an efficient placing, but we placed it right in the middle of things. So that's covering a pretty large area, helping out a lot of buildings, as you can see. So that's a great big help. And so let's get into what Tokyo Towns actually does. So the very first thing is you can probably see an aesthetic change. I'm pretty sure also there's a couple of added building designs, especially over here on this side. I haven't seen like these purple skyscrapers yet before, so I think that's new. But one of the things that, oh, here we go, we got balloons as well. That's new in the game. I actually haven't seen them take off. It seems like they just magically appeared or spawned out of nowhere. We've got these balloons, which is pretty cool, with no people in them though, but nonetheless it's still pretty cool. So what I did is I built the balloon park, which does help out with population quite a bit. That's actually what put me right over the edge. If we go place this thing here, well, why would I do that? Because I need the 260,000 people. I'll actually explain to you guys in a second. But the balloon park, now, once it's placed, spawns balloons in your town, which is pretty cool stuff. I think they only spawn during the day, though, not at night time. So that's that. Let's go ahead and upgrade this building as well. So you might have noticed that now the hard hats have a little tick next to them once they're ready to be built. So that's pretty useful, especially when it comes to the VU Tower buildings that have been destroyed. So that's always very nice and useful. They have given us a bit of sim cash as a reward for playing the game, I guess. I think we got about 25, I think it was, or maybe it was at 50 sim cash. Either way, it wasn't very much at all. Sim cash is very hard to come by in this game. The only way you can get it is by doing certain achievements, which I really wish they do change. And I wish there was more of a reward system for playing the game, because at the moment it's still very hard to go ahead and buy things from the Global Trade HQ, which they did say they were going to upgrade. But to be honest, it's pretty much exactly the same as it was before for me anyway. So you can't filter, and yeah, it's just a complete quagmire of crap, the Global Trade HQ. It's definitely very messy. Here we go. Let's have a look at how this one, if I can actually move my, oh god, it says like my iPhone stuffed up for a second. There we go. We can have a look at this starting to gain some height. Cool stuff. Alright, so in the meantime now, let's go ahead and have a look at the extra thing that they've added into the game called the Himeji Castle. Now, I've pretty much unlocked everything because I've got 260,000 people. I actually have unlocked the Washington Tower per se. It's just that, firstly, I need to build the Department of Culture, which you need a level of 30, which is quite silly to me. So you can unlock the Washington Monument, right? Because I can't unlock anything extra with the population. So the Washington Monument has been unlocked in terms of how many people I've got, but I'm still not at level 30. So that makes me think that I'm building too densely. Although in this game, building densely and building very few buildings is the way to go. You definitely don't want to build too many buildings and then leave their densities all over the place. So that's Himeji Castle. That's another thing that they've added into the game. Unfortunately, I can't really test it out. So that's that. They also have changed the UI when it comes to the cargo ship dock. I'm not going to be able to do that now, but let's go ahead and into what they've really added into this game, which is the Tokyo Town section, which you can get these extra new houses, or extra houses. They have quite a large maximum population of 2,204. Their service demand is medium, and they require an airport though. So this is the airport. At least it's the building materials for the airport. Hi Mayor, are you ready to start the construction on the airport? Build your airport, unlock a Tokyo Town zones, and start importing and exporting new items. Okay, so it seems like that's a way to go ahead and get more keys. So you need firstly 260,000 people. We've hit that, so it's going to cost us 120,000 simoleons. Jeez, they definitely like to screw you over in this game, don't they? And it's going to take us a little while for us to get that, so I'll have to keep on upgrading these buildings. Slowly but surely we'll get there. And it seems like it'll probably take another day and a half to actually build the airport out. So I think we're going to have to wait up for yet another episode. But I have noticed if we head over to Daniel's city, who everyone's got, he is like a custom character. They go ahead and check out the trade HQ at the start of the game. I don't really want to buy anything off him, but that he has got included the Tokyo Town section. So here you go. You got some, well, some, I wouldn't really know what you call these houses in Japan, but some nice looking just residential houses with some ponds, and we've got, let's see, what is that? Do they have fish over there? No, I've got no idea what those things are, like kites or something, those yellow and blue things, but these are nice looking houses though, almost like castles. And then we've got obviously the Tokyo lookalike buildings. We've got the, I don't know what they are, strippers, nightclub advertisements or something like that. We've got bits of anime pictures and all, which is actually really cool. It definitely does give off the Tokyo vibe. It probably looks a lot better at night as well. You can also check out some of the buildings that you need to actually pay for with SimCash, like this elastic ball. Okay, as a balloon pops up. So that's pretty new. I guess the balloons is really the only new thing that we can have a look at this episode though, because it's going to take us a long time to go ahead and build that airport out. But I'm very happy that we did manage to get 260,000 people. And that was definitely very quick. It's obviously all about using these expo centers and just your specializations to the maximum advantage, because they can really help you out. Like if I took this opera house out, that would definitely hurt the population by a lot, by a very, very large amount. So it's going to cost me $120,000 to build that airport out. Jeez, that is a sobering thought. I guess I'll have to wait up a couple of days for my taxing income to come, which is almost 15,000 simoleons in 24 hours, which is quite a bit. That's pretty good. But the real cash really starts to come in when you go ahead and start upgrading all these buildings. So I guess until next time then, guys, I'll see you later. Hopefully you've enjoyed this little look-see at Tokyo Towns. Something a bit different. I wouldn't be surprised if many of you guys haven't gotten up there yet, because I needed to play this game a heck of a lot just to get up to this stage. So I mean, you have to get into this game quite a bit just to unlock the Tokyo Towns sections. Although I did get into the game quite late January, or well, mid-January or so. So anyways, we are blabbering on, and that will have to be an end to this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. We'll have a look at what the airport brings to us very shortly. But until next time, I'll see you later, and don't be afraid to leave a like.